Jones Lang LaSalle is a property advisory firm. They entered the South African market in May 2011, so they've been operating for a little over 2.5 years. Globally, we're a huge entity. We've been around since 1783, so we've got some level of experience in property advisory. Primarily in South Africa, we advise clients in the commercial, which includes the office and industrial sector. And our range of services go all the way from your typical lease advisory through to portfolio strategy and optimization, as well as valuations. And what our clients have found very valuable in the recent past is our research data that we've been submitting to the market. One of the questions, of course, that our clients always ask us, and this is both occupiers and investors, is where's the demand? What's happening in the commercial sector, and what's driving it? That Joburg is a massive place. We know that it's a widespread, low density type of environment with pockets of commercial development. But obviously, some of them are have far more momentum currently than others. We just have to look at a node like Sandton. Currently, you can see the cranes in the skyline, and research that we've recently submitted suggests that over the next 3 years, some 400,000 new square meters of office space are going to be coming out the ground in Sandton. We have to ask the question why, and it's an interesting question to ask. I think it's been widely publicized that the infrastructure of Sandton perhaps is going to be constrained, and it's going to get more and more difficult to move around the node. So why are people going there? I think the answer is simple. It's probably the most first world office environment on the whole African continent. It's got a mixture of huge super regional shopping centers in Sandton City, a number of first-class 5-star hotels, as well as a good, yet probably not used enough public transport system in the Gautrain. I think that given the number of square meters that we are seeing being developed in the Sandton CBD over the next 3 years, we can expect a decline in the development pipeline coming on stream. If we move outside other areas, we look at areas like Waterfall City, which is also seeing a huge amount of development, and perhaps people there are getting used to the fact that they're traveling from further afield, places like Pretoria, the West Rand, East Rand. Waterfall City is providing a convenient meeting place for them using their private cars. Places like Parktown and the CBD, which over the recent past have seen a decline an increase in the number of vacancies. Probably due to the fact that clients are now simply not looking at the straightforward rental per square meter, but are rather looking at things like total cost of occupation. And buildings in places like Parktown and Johannesburg CBD tend to be more inefficient, smaller floor plates, demanding higher air conditioning, older air conditioning costs, effectively raising your rate per square meter that it's costing to occupy, as opposed to some of the newer, greener, more efficient buildings being developed in places like Sandton, where we're seeing reduction in consumable costs like electricity of some 30 to 35%.